Welcome to Bluegrass 101. For those who haven't heard and might just be tuning in, I've already talked about it, but Tony Rice passed away on December 25th at the age of 69. Tony Rice, for anybody who didn't know, is a phenomenal influence on the bluegrass genre. He played on some of the most influential albums of in the 1970s and 1980s. He revolutionized bluegrass guitar, following in the footsteps of Clarence White and Doc Watson, and took it to a brand new level. Did a lot of jazz stuff, but he also really had a huge roots in original bluegrass. And if you ever get a chance to listen to the Bluegrass Album Band with it's Tony Rice and Doyle Lawson, Bobby Hicks, and J.D. Crowe, they're phenomenal albums. And this song he recorded on his album Guitar. He also recorded it on his album Manzanita. And Manzanita is an interesting album because it is a very pure bluegrass album, phenomenal bluegrass album that features no banjo. So I know all the banjo parts for Manzanita. So we're doing 9 Pound Hammer. 9 Pound Hammer dates back, well, it was like a prison, a logging song, a railroad song. It's been called Take This Hammer. It's been called Asheville Junction. Versions have been recorded by Mississippi John Hurt, Lead Belly. The version that most people are aware of and is copyrighted is Merle Travis. Merle Travis recorded this song. You do like, this 9 Pound hammer is a little too heavy for my size. I can't do finger picking very well, but he would hold the 5-chord a really short amount of time. He would go, well, 9 Pound hammer is a little too heavy for my size, So it would be this little short 5-chord. In the bluegrass genre, it gets held a little longer, and let's go through the song. There's tons and tons of different verses of it. As I said, I'm going to be doing the Manzanita version of it and talk about some of the different other verses. But let's go through it slow. 1, 2, in the key of A, 3. Well, the 9 Pound hammer is a little too heavy for my size, honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? It's a long way to Harlan and a long way to Hazard, just to get a little brew, Roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Ain't one hammer that's in this tunnel that can ring like mine, that'll ring like mine. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Going on a mountain just to see my baby, and ain't coming back. No, ain't coming back. Now roll on, buddy, pull a load of coal. How can I pull when the wheels won't roll? Well, a 9 Pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's for my size, honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? So that is a very easy song. I mean, it's only 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Pretty standard bluegrass pattern, and it is extremely repetitive. And sometimes they add a whole lot of verses. So what makes this song interesting is a couple things. One is the soloing. There is a solo after every verse and chorus, and the solo is a verse and chorus. So it goes, well, the 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy for my size, run for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? It's a long way to Harlan. And also on this song, there's this big space after someone finishes the solo and lets the person who's soloing regroup. What's nice about that is really you have to, well, I don't know if it's nice, but it's kind of cool. You really have to pay attention and make eye contact with the person that's soloing, allow them to kind of finish their phrase and get set back in the pattern, and then the singer can start singing again. Sometimes that's 8 bars, sometimes it's 16 bars, depending on what they're doing. But it takes a lot of interaction, takes a lot of interplay. And this is a great jam song because, especially in like bluegrass circles, when you have lots of players who want to do solos, this song gives an opportunity, like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 solos that you can just naturally do with only the lyrics that are written here, and there are tons more lyrics. So you can have tons and tons and tons of soloing in this. So this, for all of you players out there, is a great opportunity to practice your picking so that you can pick out the melody. Those are the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 notes in this song. So if you just stick to those 7, eventually you will get in on it. So I'm going to do this song again. I'm going to pick up the speed just a hair, but I'm going to allow all of those breaks in between. So start to pick out that melody. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. Honey for my side, honey for my side. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? It's a long way to Harlan, a long way to Hazard, just to get a little through, just to get a little through. Well, roll on, buddy, roll, roll, roll. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Da, 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 da. Well, ain't one hammer in this tunnel that'll ring like mine. It'll ring like mine. Well, roll, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll? I'm going on a mountain, just see my baby, and ain't coming back. No, they ain't coming back. Well, roll on, buddy, load a roll of coal. How can I roll? You won't roll. Well, 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. Honey for my side, honey for my side. Well, roll on, buddy, won't you go so slow? How can I roll? And the wheels won't blow.
I just noticed that my mic isn't turned correctly. This might help slightly. Let's bring this a little closer. Always good to have your mic facing you instead of the audience, or in this case, a wall. As I said, it's a great opportunity to practice and practice and practice and practice. But this song is also interesting because it has harmony. And to explain the harmony in this song, and harmony is done a number of different ways. In the original recording of it, the harmony is only on, well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? And only done as a duet. But Sam Bush in the 1998 Tony Rice Live Jam, which is on YouTube and used to be on a DVD, well, it still is on a DVD of acoustic guitar. It has Tony Rice, Sam Bush, Jerry Douglas, Mark Schatz on upright bass, Mark O'Connor on fiddle, and they do this song. Bela Fleck does join them later, but Bela's not on this song particularly. And they just rip this song up incredibly fast, incredibly talented, and Sam Bush is doing a really cool harmony on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the lead on this, just the first verse. Just a sec here. Get myself organized. I'm using a program called Audacity. It's a program I love. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's for my size, honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you go so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? So the cool thing about this song is, especially harmony-wise, because there's so many verses and people do it in different ways, the first verse, the verses, is done in a call and response. So what that allows is the singer to lead what version they're going to do and what verse they're going to do, and the harmony person can still sing along. And then once the chorus happens, then you can sing in unison. Let's see, let's crank this volume up.
1, 2, 3. Well, a 9-pound hammer.
Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy.
It's for my size,
honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy. Don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Okay, so there's a few cool things that are happening in there. First off, it's a delayed harmony on the verse, and when they get to the chorus, well, roll on, buddy, well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? How can I roll? Because Tony Rice is singing low there, how can I roll when the wheels won't go? Sam Bush is staying high. Can I roll when the wheels won't go? But when he goes down, when the wheels won't go, Tony Rice is going, when the wheels won't go. So an octave apart, they go down to this discordant note, and then end up in a perfect 1-3. So a perfect, like typical lead and tenor, or 1-3, which is that nice harmony that comes about. So octave and then resolves. Let's do that again so you can hear.
1, 2, 3. Well, a 9-pound hammer.
Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy.
It's for my size,
honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? The other thing that Sam Bush does sometimes, doesn't do it on the original recording, but size, he does a nice little da da da, pops up just to hint at that 4 chord. Da, da, da. They don't actually play the 4 chord, but it sounds like he's going to the 4 chord. That's not done all the time, but I like the sound of it.
1, 2.
I'll point it out to you when it happens.
Well, a 9-pound hammer.
Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy.
It's for my size.
Honey, for my size, honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? So that is a very, very cool harmony version. Now you can skip out the call and response part.
1, 2, 3. Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's for my size, honey, for my size.
Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? So you can do it both ways. I do like the call and response. I think it adds a lot, especially in a song that's so repetitive. Adding a little bit of call and response and harmony into that makes that mix a little more interesting. The other important thing on this song is the flatted notes, and they flatten the 4th note. So, well, this 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy, honey, for my size, honey, for my size. So he's not going, this 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy, honey, for my size, honey, for my size. This, let's see if I can do it. Well, the 9-pound hammer. Well, the 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy, honey, for my size, honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll So guitar-wise, so it's a lot of third fret instead of going. Those are all the notes, the major chord from D to a high D. I'm going. And why that third, the flatted third, works in G, but it also works in C, because that is a flatted seventh. C7, flatted third, flatted seventh, flatted third, flatted sevenths. So that note is a really good note to get that blues sound. Well, the 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy, honey for my side, honey for my side. So lots of flatted thirds, lots of flatted sevenths, lots of very blues, and it is a really push. Well, the 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy, honey for my side. And there's lots of push and pull in this song in regards to so you can do these. Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy for my side, for my side. Yeah, roll on, buddy, don't roll so slow. Or how can I roll? Now, Tony Rice in this song on Manzanita, and also if you're watching that 98, he's playing it pretty straight. He's not doing this. Especially for the beginning of the song. What you want to do in a song like this, especially because it's so repetitive and there's like 5 verses to it, you want to build. So if I'm doing a solo, and it's the first solo, I'm going to stick really close to the melody. And then if it's later on, you can kind of stray more and more, because by the time the third person, the fourth person is doing the solo, pretty much everything has been said by the banjo or the guitar or the fiddle player. So you kind of have to bring something a little more to it. What you still want to do, though, is low in the first half and then high in the second half, because that is, well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy, honey for my size, honey for my size. Then it goes high. Well, roll on, buddy, load a roller coal. How can I roll? Well, the wheels won't go. So you want to be low for the first. So make it interesting to go, but keep in the spirit of the song, low and then high. If it goes high and low, then it's kind of, it's not in the spirit of the song. How's that for? So what I'm going to do is I want you guys to have the opportunity to sing. You guys can sing the lead first, okay? So I'm going to go through the song. Well, a 9-pound hammer, well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's a little too heavy for my size. Just for my size and for my size. Roll up, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? So, opportunity to do the harmony part and an opportunity to do the soloing. So I'm going to keep it really tight and just do the lead and rhythm guitar. So 1, and we'll do lots of G runs in this because it's a good G run song. But yeah, solo over top of me, sing over top of me, and let's get that harmony and those lead licks in the hair. 1, and I'll record this. Yeah, sure with that. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Sorry. Stop. I am going to do the intro as well. So, we're just going to do the verse. We're not going to do the chorus in it. So 1, 2, 3. Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's for my size, for my size. Now roll up, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go solo? It's a long way to Harlan, long way to Hazard. Just get a little through, get a little through. Well, roll on, buddy, don't you go so slow. How can I roll? Solo. Ain't one hammer is in this tunnel that'll ring like mine. It'll ring like mine. Well, roll on, buddy, how can I roll? How can I roll? And the wheels won't go. I'm going on a mountain, yet see my baby. I ain't coming back, no, they ain't coming back. Now roll on, buddy, pull a load of coal. How can I go when the wheels won't go? Well, now, 2, well, 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's for my size, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy, don't roll so slow. How can I roll when the
wheels won't go. Ooh.
Nice natural fade out, except for me doing the whoa and in between, but okay. So gave people an opportunity to do the harmony. So now let's do the exact opposite. Let's see if I can do this. I'm just going to record the rhythm again, but I'll record the harmony, and you guys can sing the lead and play all the lead licks. So I will just be my imitation of Sam Bush on guitar. And we'll do the intro again. So it's
is a little too heavy for my size, honey, for my size.
I'm not going to do the fourth chord, but I'm going to vocalize it. Okay, let's get that going. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So slow, how can I roll when the wheels won't go? Long way to Florida, long way to hazard. Just get a little blue, just get a little blue. Hey, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Ain't one hammer in this tunnel, never ring like mine, never ring like mine. Pull on, buddy, don't you go so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't roll? Going on the mountain to see my baby, and I ain't come back, no, I ain't come back. Roll on, buddy, put a load of coal. How can I roll when the wheels won't roll? Roll so slow, how can I roll when the wheels won't go?
So a few things that I like to do is these interesting syncopations as a rhythm guitar player. And Clarence White would do it as a guitar player. Tony Rice does it sometimes. So it's this, well, 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy honey for my size, honey for my size. Well, roll on, buddy. It's a really slow G run. Well, roll on, buddy. And it's almost like you're going to be too late. Well, roll on, buddy. How can I roll when the wheels won't? So it's just that walk up. But it's a really slow. And it's just making it on time. And it creates this really interesting push-pull, especially when you're doing it slow. Or fast, I mean. You can also, instead of going up, instead of doing that, you can do the same thing, but go down to the 7. So, well, roll on, buddy. Don't roll so slow. How can I roll? And also for a rhythm, I'm doing like an 8-1 hammer. Boom, chaka-laka, laka, boom, chaka-laka, laka, boom, chaka-laka, laka. So instead of just going boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick. Sounds like a train. And if you mix it up, again, it creates this interesting push and pull. So you can do that for an emphasis. Well, 9-pound hammer is lifted head. Honey for my side, for my side. Or you do the off chord or the off beats. By mixing it up, it gets out of that extremely repetitive pattern that is a part of this song. So anytime you can influence and input some sort of different rhythm into it, you're going to make it a lot more interesting. Now, oh, and yeah, like Tony Rice does, he does these bends, which is a really, really weird, he's doing a flatted fifth. Which is a really, really hard bend to do because it's really close to the capo, but he's doing it on the 2nd fret on the B string, and he's bending down from the note. So he's starting it up, he's starting it bent up. That's the solo that he does that note. In the 1998 Tony Rice special, and then he does like I'll do that. I'll do as close as I can get to his break. I am no Tony Rice. So 1. I'll do the harmony and then his break. That's the wrong one. Oh no, that's right. So 1, 2, 3. Well, a 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. It's for my size, honey, for my size. Well, roll on, buddy.
don't you roll so slow. How can I rule when the wheels won't go solo? Long way to Harlan, long way to Hazard, just to get a little brew, just to get a little brew. Yeah, roll on, buddy, don't roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Solo.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll do some Sam Bush here. Okay, I'm going to do my best. I will do an intro and one of the breaks, and again, I will sing the harmony. So you can have someone to sing. So you can sing along with me doing the harmony, or you can sing along with the lead, me doing the lead, or you can just concentrate on your breaks. Now, with mandolin, I want to do those chops. I want to make it sound like a snare as best I can. That is my dream. So 1, 2, 3.
Roll so slow, how can I roll when the wheels won't blow? Long way to Harlan, long way to Hazard, just to get a little brew, just to get a little brew. Yeah, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't blow? It's in this tunnel, that'll ring like mine, that'll ring like mine. Where are buddy? Don't you roll so slow. How can I move when the wheels won't roll? See my baby, it ain't coming back, it ain't coming back. Where are buddy? Don't you roll so cold? How can I roll when the wheels won't roll? me. Got it for my side, got it for my side. Well, roll on, buddy. Don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't roll? Ooh.
So that is as much of a tribute as my talent allows for a tribute to the great Tony Rice. Bluegrass Album Band, Rounder 0044, also known as the Brown Album, with J.D. Crowe in the New South. Tony Rice guitar, Tony Rice Native American. There is also a compilation of Tony Rice singing all of his Gordon Lightfoot covers that he did, because he was a huge Gordon Lightfoot fan. Manzanita, of course, that album as well. I can go on and on with all of the Tony Rice. Yeah, it is a huge shame he was only 69, passed away on December 25th. So thank you, Tony Rice, for all the music that you provided. Hope you got something out of this Bluegrass 101 with 9 Pound Hammer. You can tune in every Wednesday until the pandemic is over here. We'll be remaining live, but eventually, hopefully, we'll be doing it with the Northern Bluegrass Circle Music Society. Again, every Wednesday, 7 to 8 at the Pleasantview Community Hall. But until then, you can tune into Facebook, or you can tune into Zoom and tune in every Wednesday, 7 to 8 Mountain Standard Time for Bluegrass 101. Happy picking. Thank you guys so much. And Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Clayton, so much. And we will definitely see each other in 2021. Keep your hands and yourself clean and your picking clean. And Happy New Year, happy holidays, and see you in the new year.